Garret.
What's up?
Hey man, since you've been coming out here on Saturdays and, you know, just kind of taking over for me, it's been awesome. But what does it mean to you on Saturdays? I mean, what's it?
Oh man, this is the kingdom of heaven. You know, a little bit about me, and some of my friends would attest to this, but I get kind of salty sometimes just because I think, man, Jesus is very explicit and very open about what it's like to live in his kingdom. And he didn't talk about Sunday morning. He didn't talk about sacraments, but what he did talk about is loving your neighbor and living life together and reaching out and helping people. And, you know, when he talks about the difference between heaven and hell, especially at the end of Matthew 25, he says, you know, whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me. Whatever you didn't do, you didn't do for me. And I think that for me, this is where the kingdom of heaven is. This is where rubber hits the road, right? Saturdays are extremely special to me because this is the kingdom of heaven. And this is where man, God's will is being done. So for me, it's an extremely special place, and some would call it, as you know, people in Celtic backgrounds would say, a thin place, right, where the veil between heaven and earth is kind of thin. And I think it's really beautiful. So that's what it means to me.
Awesome, man.
I also wanted to add that
you want to add?
Jesus was also a homeless man. He came to earth to live as a homeless man.
Preach your sister.
So anybody that has a stigma, it's easy to have a stigma. We used to have a stigma greater about mental health before COVID, and then COVID kind of helped it. So I think we got to understand, we got to respect people for their lifestyle and choices. I mean, if they wanted to choose to live outside, as well as Jesus, he walked along the lepers, the prostitutes, you know, the broken, and he would knock on people's door at night and ask to spend the night for a night and then be on his way. And that's, I think, we got to remember these people because everybody deserves a place, you know, a higher place.
Instead of these people, say God's people.
God's people. God's people.
Love you both.
We're all God's people, but yes, my brothers and